Are you a visionary when it comes to visualizing your dreams, seeing it in your mind's eye, but struggle to actually create a concrete plan? In this video, I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to bridge that gap between your visions and an actual intuitive, actionable plan. If you answered yes, then you are somebody who I like to call the intuitive visionary archetype. And this is somebody who is extremely brilliant at visualizing and seeing in their mind's eye everything that they want to achieve and everything that they see themselves becoming and doing, but they struggle to actually execute and have a plan of action that leads them there. And this is something that I struggled with for a very, very long time myself. And I've moved from this archetype into the final archetype that actually dreams, gets the ideas, visualizes them, actually creates something, and then knows how to sell it and create a online profitable business intuitively. So I understand the frustrations and the struggles, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. The main struggles that you face and how to overcome them. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is the difficulty that we can have sometimes of translating our vision into concrete plans. Like the challenge of like understanding, okay, this is the vision that I've got, but how do I break it down into bite-sized steps, and how do I create a plan to actually get there? I'm going to talk about how to do this in just a second. But the second thing is also we struggle with the over-reliance on visualizations and meditations, and you get all these amazing, beautiful hypnosises and guided meditations. And don't get me wrong, I am the biggest sucker for these because that's literally what I do. Like I create them all the time and they are an essential part of our journey. Don't get me wrong, like you have to have that part of your process, but it's not the only thing. And that's where I want to talk about how to overcome just doing that and actually having a plan that goes alongside it. So it's something else that needs to be there. There's like another ingredient that needs to complement the visualization processes, right? And I'm going to talk about that in a second as well. And so if you want to bring these visions of yours that you have to life and into a dream reality that you love living every single day, so they're not just up here, they're in your actual reality, this is what you get to do after this video, right? If you start implementing everything that I talk about in just a second, you get the satisfaction of turning those dreams into actionable plans and living that life. So step number one that you need to do when it comes to that difficulty translating those visions into plans is literally just creating a mind map. All you need to do is getting those visions out onto paper. So when you have a visualization process or you've had a meditation and you feel like, oh my God, this is so amazing, and you just like to be in that space in your head, I want you to then get a journal, get a massive piece of paper, whatever you feel comfortable with, and write all those ideas down. Just start writing every single part of that journey that it looks like. So if you were visualizing an end goal of, I don't know, having a magical stationery store. This is literally my example for like all of the archetypes. But if you have a vision, an end goal of having your own magical stationery store, then that's the end goal. But initially, what is the timeline? Like if you can map out on a timeline, what's the beginning of that journey? What does it look like? Does it create all the products in one go? No, you have to create one product first. And so what piece of stationery would you like to create? Write that down. How does that piece of stationery look like? What colors would you like it to look like? What is it going to help people with? Like all of those things need to be written down. And then on the next side, next to that, you can write, okay, how am I going to design this? Do I have money to invest to actually create a physical store right now? But also, is that sensible if you don't know that people actually want what you have to create? If people like your designs and what you have to create? And do you need to master certain skill sets to get better to that level where people do love what you have to create? There's all these things that go on after you brainstorm from a visualization place, right? And so you need to create a plan that lists out every step of the way. Once you've done that, then you want to be setting, and this is again where the over-reliance on all these meditations come in, because the meditation is getting your mind and your body prepped so that you are able to take these next action steps. But if you don't take those action steps, then you're just going to constantly be feeling like you're ready and you're living in your head rather than actually making it a reality in the material world. So number 2 would be to set clear, actionable goals that you can chunk down and actually start working on day by day. Say, for example, we said you have to create that first product. Okay, now you know what the product is after you've done your brainstorming. How are you going to create that first product? Do you want to do an online version of the store first? Because at the moment, we're in the age of Aquarius, age of technology. It's easier than ever to build an online business, build an online audience, build a platform where you can put out your things. It's free market research. People will give you feedback on what they loved, what they didn't love, and you can tweak and edit. And once that becomes massive, you can then use that money to build your physical store at a later point in your journey. But initially, you need to have a solid plan of how you're going to start. And this is where I'm here to guide you, right? And so creating small actionable steps will help you to achieve them as long as they're minute. So say, for example, you're sitting there, you have a vision. Okay, you're deciding on a moon journal or a moon calendar. How are you going to design it? Is it going to be landscape or portrait? Are you going to design it on Canva? Canva is an essential tool. Again, I have another video that you can go and check out that teaches you about the top intuitive tools that I teach on how to create, how to edit. So if you want that, you can go and check that out after this. But again, that's your starting point, creating a plan for yourself. And this is, again, something that I teach you. If you ever take one of my courses or my programs, then you'll know that the first thing that we do is break down that vision and go deeper into an action plan that is achievable and measurable and that you can follow. And then the third step that I want you to do is to not lose your visionary charm, because you are the intuitive visionary for a reason. And so what you need to be able to do is continue to hone those visualizations. You still need to have a plan to visualize every day and keep that as part of your daily practice, but incorporate the plan of action straight after. So if you have a routine currently where you are meditating every day for 10 minutes or half an hour, straight after that, can you fix in time where you go straight to mind mapping on your chart and then creating an action plan for the rest of the week or the day? Because that will build in a habit loop of visualization, then action, visualization, and then taking action. And then you start to slowly build momentum rather than just visualizing and then going about your day, not taking any action step towards those dreams, because that's how dreams just stay dreams, right? And we're here to turn your visionary dreams into action so that you can make them a reality and get to live the abundant, intuitive life that you deserve and that you know you can have. And again, if you are ready for that and you want to enhance all of these planning skills, and if you want a bit more help to do this, then I have a free audio visualization that's created for the intuitive visionary archetype specifically, which will help you align those visions with practical steps to help you start achieving those goals. So again, you can grab that in the description box below. Subscribe if you haven't already, like this video, and I'll catch you in the next video.